For practices that are systematically generating new leads and systematically acquiring new patients, and it's a big difference. Generating new leads and acquiring new patients are very different. The conversation has evolved from just being found to being recommended. Being found is I'm searching for the best all-on-floor clinic in Ottawa because I need a $65,000 surgery and I need 4 to 6 teeth replaced so I can eat steak again. I'm looking for that person. Well, there's only these 10 spots that everybody's been fighting over for the last number of years. Became an advent of a new spot that everybody started fighting over. And it was when I search for that top all-in-4 clinic in, say, Orleans or Ottawa, I'm going to be getting now a result that is called AI Overview. Now, AI Overview looks for specific intent-based signals that talk about your experience, your expertise, your authority, and your trust. And if you've watched any of our videos in the past, we've been talking about this for years. There is no gaming the system. It is all about E-E-A-T. And that is why a clinic who's been around for maybe 18 months ranks next to, and in a lot of cases, higher than a clinic who has been around for over 30 years. And so what we're going to do is now show you what is the recommendation for a clinic when somebody's looking to replace a full set of teeth and they're looking to spend $65,000 and have you drill into the jaw. Well, they're looking for that top all-in-4 clinic. They're looking for the top rated ones. And so now they're getting recommendations and they're getting ChatGPT and Gemini to evaluate for them. So you're going to see these real examples and the best practices used to achieve a well-rounded ecosystem of search and recommendations. I'm going to do this very quickly. And these implants, all-in-4 teeth in a day denture treatment examples are just examples. It can be applied to absolutely any service you offer. So you're starting to see a pattern here. You saw a ChatGPT recommend, you saw AI Overview recommend, and now you're seeing Maps recommending. What are the chances that Renew is going to get a phone call when somebody's looking for the top all-in-4 implant clinic in Ottawa? There's a lot of competition. Now, when they get to your website, it needs to persuade them. It can't just be talking about all-on-4 treatment Ottawa. Here's what all-on-4 treatment is. No, in this case, it was we were trying to attract a patient whose mouth got screwed up by a dentist who didn't know what they were doing. That happens a lot. And if you're one of those top 5 practices in town that fix other mouths that other dentists have broken, then this is the type of page that they actually convert on. It actually, you trust a professional, you follow the instructions, you showed up, and somehow you're right back to where you started. Maybe the implant didn't integrate. Maybe it cracked after a few years. Maybe nobody can explain why. And we are going to help you with that. When you're looking for the best digital denture clinic, and I'm typing these other keywords in because I'm not in the exact area when I'm doing this search. So I'm showing you what somebody in this area, in this proximity would see. When they're searching for that best digital denture clinic, they're seeing an on-site state-of-the-art lab specializing. They're seeing articles that go to different parts of the website that then convert them. Who's the best all-in-4 clinic in Calgary? MyBite and MyBite. You'll see patterns when you have content, experience, expertise, authority, and trust. I'm going to show you very quickly here the difference between that search and that recommendation. Search, I made the decision for myself. I was able to go out and evaluate. With recommendation, I asked who recommends for me. Pick one person, who would that person be? As you can see, the top clinics, the following clinics, see the pattern? So how many phone calls do you think, and what's that worth to your practice for whatever service you offer? Family dentistry, implants, veneers, Invisalign, whatever it might be. What is this worth to you? And how do you do this? How do you get to this point? How do you get recommended? Step 1, audit. We run a completely, extremely detailed executive summary and competitive comparison. And this shows exactly the different signals that you need to show when it comes to what that patient is looking for. Experience, clinic history, case volume, patient experience, post-operative instructions, technology. We haven't even got to section 12 yet. And so this is how deep you need to go. These are the differences between sites that are getting recommended and sites that aren't. And you're either one that's getting recommended or you're not. Step 2, we go deep into your E-E-A-T topics. Now here is where a lot of people absolutely have no idea that very simply they can take advantage of traffic that not only takes advantage of their own language, but they can take advantage of the other 7 languages that are spoken in their market, and they do not need somebody internally to speak that. I'll tell you that in a minute. This is how deep we go into developing this type of process for a practice. This here is your deep content tree, your sitemap. It has absolutely everything needed intent-based engines are looking for. Everything to do with your expertise and your content, but you can deliver it in French, in Mandarin. You can deliver it in any language that you want that your local market is speaking. And then you can get extremely deep with every single different topic folks are searching for. The engines pick up the signals and rank you and recommend you. Step 3, we build and deploy. Then we take your website and we take the pages on your website and we add more and then we add more. Everything that we do is designed around your experience, your expertise, your authority, and your trust. You will be putting your best foot forward to the world. We guarantee once you've gone through this process, and you can see here, 6 dentists, including specialists, 12 languages spoken. These are all signals that are sent. This is extremely important. Blue Sky, premier family dental practice, meets genuine compassion. That's what people care about. Everything's above the fold. This site I just showed you, their sitemap structure had over 485 pages. We then followed up with intent-based video. Video then gets ranked, shown, and every single piece is tied together not only by text, but also by visual. And that's extremely important to set the stage for absolutely everything that you do going forward. And as you can see, over time, you will get hundreds of thousands of views to your practice and authority-based conversions with patients that convert into paid treatment. Step 4, consistency. And this is the last step. This is what we call the brain ball. This is an average website and all the pages. And these are how the pages interact with each other. And as you can see, these are topics that these websites are looking for. And this is what the AI engine sees. When the AI engine is looking at your website, they're looking for the relationship between the different pages and how much expertise you are sharing on each page. And this is how deep we get with your website when we're looking at building out a massive brain ball that every single patient will look at and say, I need to go to your practice, not the next one. And this is the consistency, extremely detailed articles, extremely detailed everything that makes sure that when they do, they book that free consultation, they request that appointment, they research you again, they figure out, hey, is this the right place for me? And then they go through back to your website, book the appointment, fill out a form, tell you exactly what they need, as you can see here with these examples, and come into your practice for a consultation. So you can now either choose to be the practice that sits back and lets everybody else develop deep-based content around you, or you can book your personal audit and strategy session here, calendar.dentiza.com/strategy session. And I'll meet with you personally and go through this with your website.